I know a lot of Russell Westbrook fans clicked on this video and want to knock all of my teeth off for this title, but before you even get all mad and rowdy, sit down, shut up, and listen to what I mean.
I wanna go far, there's no stopping. I see them watching, I see them hating. One day I swear I'ma be on the station. Mama, I gotta make moves.
I know Russell Westbrook can still average a triple-double. I know he's probably the most athletic player at his position and height. I know you still want to beat my ass for even just saying all this stuff, but just listen. As far as winning championships or even competing, is his door shut? Like, is this it for him? Has he reached his ceiling? Russell Westbrook's last season with Kevin Durant, when they had the Warriors up 3-1 and they blew it, that was the last time where I actually felt like, man, Russell Westbrook might, win a championship. And then he had a season after, Durant left him, and he had kind of like his celebratory season where everybody just gloated him and gave him all this praise because they really felt sorry for him because Kevin Durant, he was the villain of the league. So Russell Westbrook came back and averaged a triple-double. He broke the most triple-doubles in a season, Oscar Robertson. He had all these awards and all this greatness and all this praise on him. But is that it? Yeah, I understand. I mean, he averaged a triple-double. That is not easy. He broke the record for the most triple-doubles in the season. Once again, that is not easy. I mean, he was basically taking over the team because, quote-unquote, the team wasn't supposed to have talent. Even though when Victor Oladipo left and went to Indiana, he showed he had talent, whatever. But yeah, basically, Billy Donovan, Sam Presti, and all the team, they basically just let Russell Westbrook have his year. And then the next season, they magically just land Paul George, which to me was still like kind of a miracle because they actually, it was a pretty even trade because they got Victor Oladipo, Paul George. It was an even trade. But when they got Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, I said, okay, now this is the real season where we can see if Russell Westbrook can lead his troops to an NBA championship. And as we know, and I'm not saying all of this is his fault. I'm not giving him all the fault for this because, it's not all on one guy. But they fell very flat on their face. Carmelo Anthony, he seemed to be a shell of himself. He wasn't, a great fit. And Russell Westbrook, and Paul George, they met a very surprising Utah team that just seemed to have their number. I mean, every single thing OKC basically wanted to do, it seemed like Utah had an answer for it. Joe Ingles, I mean, this dude looked like the second coming of the Larry Bird when he played OKC. He didn't like that when he played Houston, but he looked like that when he played Russell and them. So that was pretty embarrassing to me as Russell Westbrook was in his 10th season, and you have all this experience with Paul George and Carmelo Anthony to go home in the first round, and Steven Adams. That was pretty embarrassing. So Russell Westbrook to me is becoming a pattern because he's in his third season without Kevin Durant. Like, is this it? Is he ever going to get back to that championship competing level? I can't even give him like that woe is me, mentality. Like, oh my God, he lost Kevin Durant, his best friend left him, because they seem to have rekindled some type of relationship. And now he got Paul George, another all-star that was averaging almost like 30 points in December. And now he has Steven Adams. He has a lot of collective players, Dennis Schroeder. Like, what's the problem now where they still seem to be at that wall, like they've hit their plateau? And the only reason I ask this, I'm not trying to be unfair. I'm not trying to seem like, oh, Russell Westbrook's a bad player. Russell Westbrook is still a superstar in this league. He's averaging a triple-double. I get that. But as a player that most view as like a top 5, top 10 player, can this guy ever in the Western Conference get over the hump and actually be a guy that leads guys to an NBA championship? Don't tell me it can't be done, because I don't mean to compare the two, but a lot of people think, they're both point guards, so they can be comparable even though they're completely different. Stephen Curry in 2016, when he was leading the team and he had his MVP season matched up with like a Russell Westbrook's MVP season, he didn't really have that much of a super team. It was just Steph being that magic because he had Klay Thompson, a great player, an all-star in this league, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, a lot of collective players, not this super team that he has now. So I don't want to hear the excuse that, Stephen Curry has always had a super team, because the team was pretty much built around him being so damn special and having that, marksman thing that he brought to the team, and now everyone can shoot on this team because it was basically him being the pioneer, Stephen Curry. Russell Westbrook is now in the 30s club, and statistically, and I hate to bring up stats, I'm not sure if he's just realizing like, okay, I can't do as much of the stuff that I used to do, but he's pretty much going down and it's starting to become a steady decline. And when I say that, I mean, I hate to bash a player that I love so much because he's so competitive and he has that dog in him, but 3-point wise, this man is atrocious. Out of everyone that qualifies, he is the absolute worst at like 24% or 22%. I forgot which one it is. I'll put it up. He has his worst field goal percentage since like his rookie season 10-11 years ago. So he might be taking that 10-year challenge a little bit too seriously. And the worst part to me, his free throw percentage is atrocious this year. I mean, before the season, for his career, he averaged at 81%, from the free throw line. So For a player like him that's, ferocious, aggressive, he gets to the rim a lot, he's going to attract a lot of fouls, so that was pretty much perfect for his play style. But now it's like it's kind of ineffective for him to be that way if he can't knock down the free throws like automatically like a Russell, like a James Harden. Because James Harden, we all know his game is pretty much predicated on the line. I mean, that's where he lives, that's where he gets all his points. That's why he's able to get 50 points back to back and all this stuff, because this man just lives and dies. He lives at the line. That's just who he is. But Russell Westbrook, if he plays that way and he's that aggressive and he gets to the line, and now he's shooting 64%, that is lower than DeAndre Jordan. I know DeAndre Jordan has improved on that, but as a point guard to be lower than a center that was once the worst in the league, that I don't like seeing that from a player like Russell Westbrook now. And I don't know if he's like realizing it like psychologically that he's not the same at the line, or if it's in his head, because even his free throw attempts, he's not getting to the line as frequently as he used to. So Russell Westbrook, to me, he's kind of hit like a weird place to me, because he doesn't seem like that player that I kind of once viewed him as. I don't know if his stats are just wearing off, the triple-double thing is getting old, but like, is this it? Has he hit that wall where it's like he's not going to get any better, he's never winning a championship? And we've seen the best of Russell Westbrook. That's pretty much what I mean when I ask, is he done? So how do you guys feel about that? I know someone like James Harden, I feel like if he gets the right team around him, he probably can win an NBA championship. Stephen Curry, I know he's a proven championship guy. Kevin Durant, championships, stuff like that. LeBron, even if he doesn't win another championship, he solidified himself as one of the top 3 players ever to me. So like, is Russell Westbrook a guy that I view so highly? Like, is this it? That's pretty much what I mean by that. Has he hit that weird Allen Iverson kind of wall where it's like, we've seen the best of you, you're never going to win a championship, you're in this category, that type of thing. So that that Charles Barkley category. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know I'm gonna get bashed by this, but I hope you guys understand what I mean. Like, is he done? I'm not talking about can he still play in this league. Duh, he's averaging a triple-double for the 3rd straight year. Duh, he can play. But I mean, like, is he done as far as competing for an NBA championship? Like, is this it? That's the video, though, guys. Like I said, don't bash. Well, if you bash, I don't care, man. Do what you do. Follow my Instagram. Let me know get in the comments and tell me what you guys feel about this video, because this is kind of a weird video. I love Russell Westbrook, but it's a real question. So let me know in the comments, guys. Follow my social media sites. Turn on my post notifications. That's the big thing with this channel. If I'm grinding out these videos, I want you guys watching. So that's that's why I ask that for so much. Follow all of my social media sites, man. Do all that great stuff. And until next time, guys, stay tuned.